Hey everybody, my name is Allie Powell and welcome back to OT with AP. This is week 4. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to pick the right OT program for you. So I get questions about my program that I took sometimes, and I also get the question whether or not OTD was worth it in my opinion. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how to pick the right program for what you're looking for in your future as an occupational therapist. So to get started, I've got a few topics I want to touch on, but the first one, when you're looking at a program to apply, is to decide whether or not you want to go master's or doctorate. And I know that's a bit controversial in the OT world right now, so we're not going to get a lot of depth into opinions or whether it's good or bad or whatever. But I will tell you what MOT will give you versus what OTD will give you. So the MOT program is what you're going to apply for if you are looking to be an OTR. If you want to go to school, have all the credits you need to be a certified clinician when you come out, then master's students, it's probably the way you want to go. OTD is when you want to take a step into things like leadership, advocacy, maybe a management role later, research, or policy if you want to go more the AOTA or state association route. For us, that would be FOTA, which is Florida Occupational Therapy Association. So if you wanted to go sit on the board over there, or again at the national level, or things like research for learning more about how to bring evidence to the OT world. And that's about it. So if you're looking to take, I guess OTD can also open that door to teaching as well. So if you're looking to do that, gain that extra leadership experience and learn a little bit more in depth, I guess, on that side, then I would say go OTD. And if you just are wanting to be an OT and you're not really interested in teaching and you're not really interested in policy, there's not, no one's stopping you saying you can go back later or that you could still get involved in advocacy and education and all those things. But I think if you just want to leg up, the entry-level OTD would be the best way to go. But like I said, I think that it's up to you and your discretion only. The next thing you want to think of when picking the right OT program is the location. So for me, I wanted to stay in Florida. So I started by looking at all the available programs in Florida. And then from there, I kind of looked at what their program looked like, what their prerequisites were requiring of me, and if I had them, first of all. I had to kind of take a few courses to adjust my sales based on where I applied, to make sure that I had all the credits kind of covering all the schools, because they're not all the same. So I would say look at where you want to go to school, what your requirements are, and if you meet them. And then also public versus private can be a good thing to look at money-wise, in case one's more expensive than the other, in-state, out-of-state. I feel like with grad school, especially with private schools, it kind of doesn't matter where you're from. It's going to be the same price no matter what. At least where mine was, it was. But with public schools, it could be different for in-state, out-of-state. So just be sure to check those things. And the other thing with the prerequisites is, like I said, some schools, there's, these ones, and there's 5 more that you need for this other program. So I actually chose to apply or not to apply to certain schools based on the prerequisites that they had. So the other thing to keep in mind is length of program. Some of the programs are 4 years long. Some of them, mine was an accelerated program, so it was only going to be 2 and 2/3 of a year, so 8 terms. And that was appealing to me because I didn't want to be in school 4 more years, but it also was going to be a faster paced program, whereas the 4-year programs were longer, but also you got to kind of pace yourself a little bit more. So I think the best thing I can tell you is to do your research, reach out, ask questions to students that have been there or are there currently, ask them about the program from a real life standpoint, and just make the decision that's best for you as a future clinician. What do you want to see yourself do? How do you want to grow in your future OT self? And then run with it. And if you need help, ask for help, reach out, ask questions, talk to the academic advisors. Like I said, students are always a good one to reach out to because they'll give you more of a student answer, not so much a our school is great and they work here and they sign my paychecks and that kind of thing. So they'll give you a little bit more of like a, hey, it's hard, but it's really good, or hey, it's hard, don't come here, you know, kind of thing. So I'd say just check out all the resources you can and make a decision that's going to be best for you and what you need. And that concludes our OT Tuesday for today. How to decide what school is right for you. I hope that's helpful. I will see you next week. Bye.